Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, She Shed Scrapper. So today I am following this sketch for the A Cherry on Top weekly sketch challenge. It is just a one-page layout, and I am actually going to make it into a football layout. I am using a whole bunch of football stuff from my stash. The paper is from Bella Boulevard. And then I will be using Simple Stories and Paper Wizard and all of that. So in the sketch, it looked like they had some mixed media in the background, kind of fading out the background a little bit. And so I decided to use the Creative FX iridescent glaze, I think it is, on my background. I really wanted a thin layer. However, this has, I don't know, been in my stash for quite some time, and let me tell you, it was thick, not the consistency that it normally is. And so I did struggle a little bit getting it kind of maybe even or a thin layer. So luckily it kind of dries and maybe clears out a little bit, but again, not as much as I kind of was hoping, especially for a nice green grass background for football. But it is what it is, and I use some mixed media, which I don't normally do. So you can see it is kind of thick. I probably could have added some water, but again, it's old and it really goes through the elements being in my she shed. It gets really cold in the winter and then pretty hot in there in the summer too. So, yeah, I can't be mad that it's not the right consistency by any means. So I set that aside to start drying, and maybe being thick, maybe it dried faster. I don't know, because it didn't really take much time at all. But I set that aside and decided to map my photos here. I probably could have gotten away with double matting them. I think maybe that would have popped better. I don't believe I do. But with that iridescent glaze on the background, it probably would have helped these pop a little bit more if I would have matted them in a different color as well. In the photo, I believe they were 3x4 in the sketch, sorry, 3x4 photos. Mine are a little bit larger. I must have printed maybe 2 on a 5x7. I'm not sure, but they are quite a bit larger. So here's the title, and I probably, could have cropped this out. However, it's Paper Wizard, and if you've never bought Paper Wizard, one, it is on the expensive side. I got this at the Great Lakes Mega Meet, but they are layered, and in the packaging they make it look like they're all done for you, but the majority of them that I have found are not. This one was very simple to put together. I have had some of my Toy Story ones. They are very, very intricate. So just beware that they are probably not all assembled for you. So my photos, or my mixed media, is dry enough, I think. I was kind of trying to figure out what else or how else to embellish. They had, I believe, like a little, maybe a subtitle down on the bottom right. So I think I was looking for something that I could just journal. I just wanted the year, fall of, I think it was 22. So I really just wanted kind of a little journaling spot for that. And so I went through all of my embellishments, which I have found I have a lot of embellishments for football, but not a lot of papers. I don't know if many of my viewers have kids or had kids that played football, but if you have any good recommendations for some good football paper, let me know, because I don't think you can get the Bella Boulevard papers anymore. So I am kind of in search, it looks like, of some football papers. So because my photos are not a complete 3x4 or small, like a 3x4, I did have to kind of overlap them a little bit, maneuver them, more so than in the sketch. They, I think, I think each of them were standing alone, but I don't have that space on my layout, so I did kind of have to, overlap them a little bit, which is fine. There's nothing in these photos or the way I have them placed that I'm missing anything by overlapping them. But I did adjust, I think, the right photo. I just didn't love how, I think it was down too far. And so when I put the title there, I wanted to push that photo up a little bit, pull that photo up a little bit. And for my embellishing, I am just going to use the Simple Stories, Simple Pages football. These I got a long time ago. However, I have noticed on a cherry on top while I've been browsing, they are coming out with new, and actually maybe I'll get this football paper, thinking about it, new sports collections. The Simple Pages ephemera pack looks identical. I have the soccer, I have the football, and they look the same as the old packs like this one here, but they have sticker sheet now and they have a small paper pack. So maybe that's something that I will put on my wish list. So yeah, just kind of overlapping and making a cluster on the bottom. I did find that little spot to journal, so I won't journal a lot, but on the left-hand photo, that is my husband standing next to my son for the national anthem. And so, my husband helped coach this season, so I'll probably say something about that. This isn't the only layout by any means for this football season. I actually meant to do a 2-page layout, and then all of these sketch challenges, I don't know, my football pictures work with a couple of these sketch challenges. So I've kind of done a couple of 1-page layouts and have more photos to Scrapbook. So I did sneak in a flare from Scrap and Happy Studio there, but that is going to finish this out. This particular sketch is due at midnight tonight. Definitely follow along. You get cherry points, which turn into money eventually for a cherry on top. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.